Sharing the road, motorists, pedestrians, cyclists, it can lead to a lot of confusion, a lot of potential tragedy.
Right, that's right, Leanne, and with the forecast coming up, there are going to be a lot of cyclists on the road in the next little while. So basically we've discussed a few times the Making Ontario Roads Safer Act, which among other things talked about having to give a 1 meter berth to any cyclist that a motorist is passing. And so the story that I saw was that cyclists, and I think it was in Toronto, are putting those foam pool noodles out the side of their bike, a meter away from their bike, to alert to vehicles that they can't go within that. And I
Very
thought it was
creative. Could lead to a bit of distraction on the road, but it does sort of, give a sense of the distance.
Yeah, it gives a sense of the distance, and it just kind of shows sort of when people are managing new legislation and how to manage the new legislation. And I thought it was creative and interesting, and it's a reminder as well to motorists now at this time of year with students back in school and a lot of people on the roads at the same time of the day at traffic times, that there are still a lot of cyclists out there, and there are rules to protect them that you have to be aware of.
And a lot of those rules protect the cyclists first, even if a cyclist may be weaving in and out of traffic. So a driver has to prove that they were in the right, not in the wrong.
Right. Normally, if somebody is injured and you go to commence a claim against them, the person who's injured has to prove that the other person did something wrong. In the case of a motorist versus either a pedestrian or a cyclist, there's what we call a reverse onus, where the motorist has to prove that they didn't do anything wrong. So in addition to having these strict rules to give cyclists room, you also have to prove that even if you would have to prove the cyclist did something wrong if they were struck and hurt, which is it's safe for cyclists, which is great.